Good evening, everyone. Namaste, Dzień dobry. Welcome to all of you to the second day in the run-up to International Yoga Day live yoga. Myself, Kirti Ghelawat. My name is Kirti, and I'm the yoga teacher of Indian culture at Embassy of India in Warsaw, appointed by Indian Council for Cultural Relations. So thank you everyone for joining the live yoga session on YouTube today. We are still unable to resolve the issue on Facebook. We are unable to go live there. So that's why we are live on YouTube today. Please share it with your friends and loved ones so that they can also join this live yoga session. Yes, let me see if, yeah. Okay. So I will start in another 2-3 minutes. Till then you can get comfortable. Sit comfortably on your place. Wherever you are sitting, on the mat or carpet or on the chair. If you are practicing yoga with me, just sit straight. Close your eyes gently. Start relaxing your mind and body by taking long deep breaths through your nose. Slowly inhale and exhale. Each time you inhale, let your breath travel down up to your belly. Fill your belly with air, completely expand your chest, your lungs. And as you exhale, relax your stomach, relax your chest, and completely let the air go out through your nostrils. Keep on breathing slow and deep. With each passing breath, let your mind become calm. Your body is becoming steady in the posture. With a feeling of gratitude, let's join our palms in front of the chest into Namaskar Mudra. Feel the touch of your hands on your heart. To induce harmony in the environment, inside and around us, we will do 3 times Om chanting, followed by reciting Shanti 3 times. Shanti means peace. Peace on mental level, peace on physical level, and peace on the level of spirit. Let's begin. Take a deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Stay in the same position for a few breaths. Allow your mind to relax. Put a gentle smile on your face. And with a long deep breath, slowly take your hands down, put your hands on the knees, gently open your eyes. So isn't it a wonderful experience? Chanting Om instantly makes you relaxed and calm and composed, make you present in the moment. So today's title is Yoga for Immunity. Yesterday we did yoga for specifically respiratory system. So we will do it for immunity, which means that we will tackle all the major systems of our body, like respiratory system, digestive system, circulatory system, and so on. So 15 people are with us right now. Great. So let's take another 1 minute. If you want to share it, that will be really nice. Let your friends know about this class. Let some more people join it. So yesterday it was really challenging. Facebook didn't support us. It didn't go live in the end. And that's why I have to shift it on my personal yoga page. So today I thought of trying YouTube and it's working really nice so far. So I hope tomorrow also I will continue the session on YouTube channel, on Embassy's YouTube channel. So I will be sharing the link tomorrow, just like today I did. So you will get to know what will be the topic of tomorrow's class in the morning. So the traditional yoga practice always starts with chanting mantras or reciting a prayer so that you're harmonious with yourself and with your environment. It is really important to connect on the emotional level so that you get the connection with the nature around you. So yoga is not just done on physical level, unlike other activities, another exercises, practices. Yoga is done more on the level of spirit, your intellect, your breath, each and every body part of your entire system functions very well like a well-oiled machine. It works all together. So you perform asana, that doesn't mean you are just working for the physical level. The asanas you will perform will work on your subtle organs, which in turn will improve your intellect. It will improve your breathing, and more breathing will allow you to have more prana flow in your body. Prana is the vital force which keeps us alive, healthy, give us an overall sense of joy in our life. So let's get started. We will do some basic joint exercises to prepare our body for yoga session, yoga for immunity. Interlock your fingers, sit with spine straight. First we will stretch all the way up, stretch your spine by taking the arms up. Lengthen, pull in your stomach, let your chest expand. Close your eyes, hold it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On exhalation, keep your arms nicely pulled up, buttocks and knees on the mat and bend. If you're doing this practice on the chair, no problem. You are just using your upper body, so you can bend completely, keeping your feet on the ground. Come to the center, inhale, stretch, exhale, other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, exhale, return. Lock behind the back. Now take your attention to your shoulders. Pull your arms nicely behind you. On exhalation, drop your head down. Touch it all the way down, chin lock, and let your arms come up. Slowly return. Now as you are coming back, try to touch your hand back on the mat, on the floor. Chest out, head back, chin up. Create nice opening in your chest. Exhale, slowly touch your head all the way down. Inhale, open your chest, feel your lungs, feel the contraction in your trapezius muscles of your upper back. Exhale, 3 down. Inhale and return. Put your hands on your knees, close your eyes, connect with your breath mentally. As you are taking a deep breath in, feel your shoulders, feel your spinal column. Feel the blood circulation in your upper back. And relax. Now slowly hold your right knee with left hand. Twist and turn. Open your lateral muscles. Give them nice twist. Look back. Return. Let's do it on the other side. Twist and turn. Look back. Hold it. Again, repeat on the first side. You can carry on with your normal breathing. Just focus mainly on the twist going on in your spine. Return. Perform it on the other side. Completely twist and release. Relax. Close your eyes. Feel your whole spinal column mentally with a long deep breath in and out. Gently open your eyes. So if you find this posture difficult to sit, you can simply cross your legs in a normal manner, or you can fold them and change it to this position. So now let's sit on the legs. If you find that one is also difficult for you, put a cushion or some padding under your ankle so that it becomes more easy. Now put your fingers on your shoulder, bring your elbows in front. We will start with loosening the neck and shoulders. It is really important to do the loosening practice for neck and shoulder, as we accumulate a lot of stress in these specific joints throughout the day. So nicely rotate shoulders, take your elbows all the way up. You can also engage your breathing. Inhale, elbows up. Exhale, bring them down in circular motion. Reverse it. Relax, put your hands on your knees, close your eyes. With the deep breath, feel your shoulders, neck. Breathe in, take your head back, chin up. Hold it for 5. Exhale, press your chin down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Again, inhale, take your head completely back, close your eyes, chin up. You can do normal breathing here. Exhale, down. Slowly lift your head. Start rotation. Neck rotation. Slow breathing. With eyes closed. Trace nice big circles with your neck and head. Reverse action. And relax. Sit straight, breathe in. Now we will do a very simple flexibility technique for your lungs, for your chest. So when you do this specific movement, you should feel there is sternum in the center of your chest, and when you open your arms you should feel your chest, your right and left are stretching out to get the opening in your sternum. So bring your hands in front of you, inhale out, take them back completely, exhale in, inhale, hold your breath, exhale in, inhale 3, hold, exhale in, 4, exhale, 5, hold, exhale, 6, hold longer, exhale, 7, feel your rib cage opening from the center, exhale, 8, contract your shoulder blades, exhale, 9, exhale, last we will hold the longest, rise, exhale. Gently place your hands, arms straight on the knees, close your eyes. Mentally become aware of your breath flow. Take long deep breaths 3 times. Feel your shoulders, feel your chest, upper back, a lot of blood circulation in your armpits, arms up to your hands. And relax. Now slowly take support of your hands, get out of this position. Now let's stand straight. Adjust if you need to. Take a simple standing position. Spread your legs, feet apart. Open your arms at shoulder length. Now turn your palms up. Breathe in. Lengthen. So when you are lengthening, your stomach should be one with your spine internally. Hold your breath. Do not breathe out. Exhale. Down. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now only right arm goes up. Lengthen your right side. Exhale. Completely bend to the left. Let your left hand slide as much as it can go down. Come back. Let's do 5 times this side. 2. Up. Exhale. 3. Up. 4. Up. 5. We hold. Slowly breathe in. Exhale and return. Second arm. Inhale. Stretch it and then bend to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Up, 3. Up, 4. Up, 5. Hold it, 5. Inhale, exhale. Wonderful. Now hands on the waist. Close your eyes. By taking a long deep breath, feel your waist. Feel the stretch, circulation going on around your torso. Now holding your waist, bend halfway forward. Look straight, look towards me, push your hips back, let your knees remain straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Normal natural breath flow. Just focus on the deep stretch going on in the legs, in your buttocks. Slowly up, breathe in. Now as you breathe out, go all the way down. Exhale completely. Take your head close to the legs, in between your legs, chin to the chest. Stay. Eyes is closed and you are breathing slow. Your head is getting heavier with a lot of blood circulation. Stay there. Let your head get oxygenated with a lot of blood circulation in the head. Slowly come up. Stay with eyes closed. Allow your head to relax. And take your hands down. Inhale, raise your both arms up, palms parallel to each other. Now exhale completely, twist and turn. Take your arms to the other side behind you. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist and turn, completely opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Inhale, center. Again to the first side. Close your eyes completely, twist and turn. Do not move your feet. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale. Wonderful. Exhale. Completely twist. Other side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Arms down, eyes closed. Allow yourself to take a deep breath. Prepare for the next movement, yoga practice. So spread your legs a little more. Let your ankles feel more stretched, both feet parallel. Now slowly slide your hands along your legs. Put your head down and hold your ankles. Once again, the circulation is more towards your head. A nice opening is going on in your buttocks, at the back of your legs, back of your knees. Just feel it. Stay there, holding your ankles. So this movement will allow you to get a headstand effect as you feel some pressure over the head. If you find it uncomfortable, you can put a cushion under your head. Now slowly come back, stand straight. Now you can reduce the gap, shake your legs Let there be no strain. Feel your knees, feel your ankles. Now stand straight in Samsthiti. Bring your hands next to your thighs. Close your eyes, become comfortable on your feet. Feel the connection of your feet with the mat, with the ground. Once you're grounded in the pose, now slowly inhale, rise up on your toes, stay. Feel your ankles. Exhale down. Let's do it with arms up now. Inhale, get into complete Tadasana. Interlock and stretch. So this is the first asana. Exhale, return. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath here. Now we will do it one more time. So let's try to hold it together for 10 counts. So as today's name, the name of this class is Yoga for Immunity. Tadasana is really important asana of this yoga for immunity. Inhale, take it all the way up, hold, 2, 3, 4. I would just like to mention that if you have acute case of varicose veins, vertigo, try to avoid lifting your heels too high, or just keep your heels as it is and feel the stretch. Exhale, return, relax. So this is a wonderful posture to relieve congestion from your spinal nerves, which is really important, as sometimes you end up sitting in one position for too long, or your spine is too rigid, it is not so flexible. So stretching it straight all the way up is one of the ways to make it flexible. Right? So if you don't want to do too much of the twisting and turning exercise and you are completely beginner in the yoga practice, start with simple alignment stretching postures to test your limits, how flexible you are naturally, and then build from there, build your practice step by step with the guidance of a experienced yoga teacher. Now next posture we will do chair position or Utkatasana. So feet will be parallel to each other and open as much as your hip width is. Open your feet that much. Okay, now inhale, you will take your arms up, and when you exhale slowly, you have to just imagine as if you are supposed to sit on a chair. So when you sit on a chair, what happens? Your hips goes first down, right? You are not sitting by putting pressure on the knees. You are not going forward, rather you are taking your lower belly in and getting the hips down and sit. So you are imagining right now that you are supposed to sit on a chair, so engage your glutes. That's what I mean to say. Feet apart, hip width. Take arms up, straight. Now engage your glutes, tighten your lower abdominal muscles, engage your pelvis, and 2, 3, 4, 5. Feel your glutes nicely getting stretched. Pressure is on your heels, on the glutes, lower back, lower abdominal muscles. Then take your attention to the arms. Inhale and exhale. So what happens sometimes when you go down, some of you knock your knees. Don't bring the knees down, it should be equal, or we should not go out. So just like you sit on a chair, when you sit, you are not sitting like this or by opening, right? You sit normally. The same way we should feel in this position. Let's hold together. Go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, exhale. Good job. Now the next posture we will do Padhastasana, also known as Uttan Padasana. Really nice position to get the deep stretch in the legs, and also you should be cautious if you have this vertigo, sciatica, varicose veins, you may avoid, or if you have vertebral or slip disorder, do not perform bending too much forward. Do it under guidance, feet together. Inhale, raise your arms all the way up. Exhale, go all the way down. All the precautions I have given for really the acute cases. Those who have just the starting case of any of these diseases problems I've discussed with you, they can practice up to a certain level. So make sure your forehead is getting close to the knees and your hands are resting next to your feet. Stay there for 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly come up, stretch and relax. Wonderful. So we will hold it now 15 counts. So take a deep breath, allow yourself to loosen up a little bit, feel your spine, feel your legs. So I'm discussing all these points like medical terms, not to scare you off. Yoga practice can be done by everyone, but you should be careful what is suitable naturally for you and what you have to really take care of and consider your personal requirement. So feet together, breathe in, arms up, stretch, lengthen, stomach in. Feel the maximum expansion in your chest. Exhale, slowly, slowly, go down, put hands next to your feet, head to the knees, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slowly go up, stretch and relax. Now sit comfortably, legs straight. So in standing position, we did Tadasana, palm tree position. Then we did Utkatasana, chair pose, and head to the knees in standing position, that is standing forward fold pose, or we call it as Uttanasana or Hastpadasana. Arms up, inhale, exhale, go down, hold your feet into Paschimottanasana. Nicely grip your big toes. Now bring your head on the knees. Keep holding. So pregnant ladies cannot do it. Those who have menstruation going on, menstruation cycle, please avoid doing it. Of course, vertebral disorders, disc disorders, they should be careful with the practice. Now slowly come up, inhale, exhale, relax. Now sit here as it is with eyes closed. Take long deep breaths, relax your mind. Feel the circulation in your entire body, feel the stretches. Now slowly lie down on your stomach. Put your hands comfortably under your shoulders. Spread your fingers. Pull your elbows back. Let your elbows remain touched with your body. If you can keep your feet together, wonderful. Toes are out. If not, then you can open them a little bit as you bring curve in the spine into cobra position, Bhujangasana. Slowly inhale, come up. This is a very good asana if you have any sort of back problem. It strengthens your spine by making it flexible. So keep your navel on the mat, feet together, get contraction in your lower back. Drop your elbows, chin up. Exhale, relax. Put your chin down, catch your breath, feel your spinal column. We will repeat it, but before that, take deep breaths. So again, pregnant women, women with menstruation cycle, acute case of cardiac problem, should avoid or do it with caution. Now again, inhale up into Bhujangasana, hold. Exhale down. So this is one of the classical asanas mentioned in the ancient yogic texts. Inhale again up. Hold 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale, relax. Put your hands under your chin. Be comfortable. Relax completely. So it's really important to do the correct practice rather than going for too many of asanas in one session. Practice less number of asanas, but do it with the right methodology so that your body, your mind, your spirit, all of it are into the practice. You are not doing mechanically and just counting how many repetitions you have to do or how many times you have to do. Rather, do it slow but feel it on all the levels. So, as yoga means, yoga is for unity, yoga is for union, yoga means to join. So, you really need to join yourself on all the levels with the practice, unite with the practice. Okay, now we will do the Dhanurasana. This asana is wonderful for digestion. Fold your legs, grab your ankles one by one. Now slowly inhale, raise it high as you can. Stretch. Look up, stay. Exhale, return. Catch your breath. So that was our first practice of Dhanurasana. Keep holding your ankles, feel your quadricep muscles getting stretched, your knees are getting stretched, feel them. Now when you go up, make sure you are mentally observing where your body weight is shifted. When you go up, your body weight should be concentrated in the center of your stomach on the navel. Let's do it together. Breathe in, lift, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Continue. 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Take a deep breath. Keep holding your ankles. We will do it last time, last repetition, 15 counts. So in total we will be holding 30 with consciousness. When you are up in the position, it's alright, you can continue your normal breathing. But make sure your body weight is not shifting forward or backward. You are staying focused and stable on the navel. Inhale, now up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wonderful attempt of Dhanurasana, bow position. Relax your legs. Now take your both hands under your chin. Turn your feet in opposite direction outwards. So it's a Makarasana relaxation, another relaxing position. So Makara means crocodile. So as crocodile sleeps without getting disturbed at all for long and long time period like months and months. Same way, imagine yourself, you are relaxing on the mat without getting disturbed at all. Drop your body weight. Your breath is slow, your mind is calm. Slowly bring your feet together. Take your hands under your shoulders. Pressing your palms, lift yourself. Bring your knees inwards on the mat. Sit back on your heels. Touch your hips on your heels. Head down and relax. Now return. Come back. Sit comfortably in a simple cross-leg position. Ardha Padmasana. Padmasana. Padmasana means lotus. Ardha means half. Half lotus, full lotus, or simple cross-leg position. So we have done 5 postures. Apart from the different techniques, kriyas we did for loosening and opening all the major joints of our body. So we did standing 3 asanas, Tadasana, then we did Utkatasana, then we did Padhastasana, or you can call it Uttanasana. On sitting we did Paschimottan, and on stomach or prawn position we did Bhujangasana, that is Cobra position, and Dhanurasana. So we did only 5 postures, and yet we feel we have done a lot of practice. So that's because you did it with full attention and awareness. You were present in the moment, into your practice, into the posture you were holding, and you were doing it in a proper sequence. Now we move on to our breathing section. Already we are incorporating the breath from the starting of our practice, but now we will specifically sit down into a meditative position just to take deep breaths and see how we can modify our breathing in different techniques so that we increase our immunity on various systems and levels of the body. Now close your eyes, sit as it is where you are, take long deep breaths here. Now turn your palms upwards into cup formation. Fold first two fingers of your right hand and form a Nasik Mudra. So I'll give you quickly a closer look of this mudra. So it is Nasik Mudra. Your palms, all the fingers should be straight. First two fingers folded, touch the tip of your index and your middle finger at the base of your thumb. So this becomes your Nasik Mudra, which you are going to use for this pranayam technique, which is known as Anulom Vilom pranayam or Nadi Shodhan pranayam. In English, we call it as alternate nostril breathing technique. We did it yesterday also if you were following our classes. So we will continue it today as well. So it is being said there are 72,000 nadis in our subtle body as per the yogic text. And the main nadis are flowing in the two main out of the three are flowing in the right and the left nostril. That is Pingla Nadi and Ida Nadi. So when these both Nadi channels are nicely opened up, there is no obstruction in the breath flow. Then it is being said the Prana Shakti flows in the main nadi, Sushumna nadi, which is going along your spinal column, piercing all your major 7 chakras. So we will do this alternate nostril breathing. As I'm now sitting close to the camera, let me show you how you have to do it. And then I'll go back to my seat and then we will practice it together. So other hand can be placed comfortably into Gyan Mudra. This is called Gyan Mudra, or you can also call it as Chin Mudra. Place it like this. You cannot see my knee because I'm very close to the camera. Anyhow, so right hand first two fingers are folded like this. This is called Nasikram Mudra. This is the basic, the most authentic mudra used for this particular pranayam. Pranayam is a breathing technique. So block your right nostril with right hand's thumb. Inhale through left deeply. Then block the left one, release the right hand's thumb, exhale. Inhale back through the right, block, exhale through the left. So this alternative inhaling and exhaling makes one round, one cycle. So the ratio should be 1:2. So if you're inhaling for 5 counts, then your exhalation should be double. It should be twice. So 5 counts inhalation, 10 counts exhalation. So that means you're exhaling it, all of it, all the toxins, all the residual gases out, so that your system purifies internally and your nadi channels, that is your energy channels, are getting in balance. So let's do it. Rounds, that is 10 cycles. So take your time, do not rush in breathing. This is a very effective pranayama. It can be done by all of us without worrying about its contraindication. It can be done by everyone. So left hand into Gyan Mudra, right hand into this Nasikra Mudra. Let's start. Close your eyes. Exhale through left nostril completely. And slowly take your hand down. Remain sitting with eyes closed. Feel the freshness in your mind, warmth in your body, lightness in your breath. With each passing breath, you are entirely feeling sense of unity within yourself and your surroundings. Now take a sankalpa. Sankalpa is a Sanskrit term of vow. Take a vow. Promise to yourself that every day for next 21 days you are going to, rather 20 days, you are going to practice yoga every day. And tell yourself that I shall continue practicing yoga Join your palms in front of your chest. Gently open your eyes with a smile on your face. Thank you very much, everyone, for being there for the yoga practice today on this YouTube Live. I know it's a new experience for all my lovely students out there in Poland and India, but I hope you still had a great experience, just like you have it all the time with me in my yoga sessions. So I encourage on behalf of Embassy of India that you stay with us this 21 days yoga challenge till the International Day of Yoga, and then make a promise, lifelong promise,